an average person has almost zero integrity, which is exemplified by their average behaviors. If they had, bigger ambitions, bigger goals, and any execution, you wouldn't be average. And you certainly wouldn't be below average, or you wouldn't be there for long. You wouldn't be there for a long time horizon. We could at least say that part, yeah? And I think that and this part I'm a little empathetic about, because I grew up around, a couple different sorts of people. I grew up around a bunch of scoundrels and criminals and misfits. And oddly enough, those people keep their word a lot more than average people. And what I realized over time, I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Like, the people that are in the bottom 5% of society actually tend to keep their word pretty consistently. And the people that are in the top 5% of society also tend to keep their word pretty consistently. And the middle 90% are entirely unreliable. They can't be expected to show up for their own success. They're not very serious. If there's a better something, they'll go do the better something. They're more concerned about their short-term emotions than long-term goals. There's a lot of short-term thinking. And this is a sad part, is they've been trained by and habituated by everybody else around them that that's just normal. So they don't think that this is a terrible thing. I think it's a terrible thing. I think it's a terrible thing. I to a normal person, I sound very dramatic and very judgmental and unforgiving. And maybe I am dramatic, but I'm definitely judgmental and unforgiving. I'm definitely judgmental and unforgiving. Dramatic could be debated. But no, if I like somebody enough that I made a plan with them, I'm going to do the thing I said I was going to do. And if they don't do it, I'm not mad at them. I don't hate them. It's perfectly human. It's what all the humans do. I just don't want to be around the normal humans. So if somebody breaks their word to me, then I just don't make plans with them again. It's just that simple. I'm not mad. I don't talk bad about them necessarily. I just don't make plans with them again.
Yeah, I think to expound on this, it's a tribe mentality thing. So I grew up in a very, very poor environment in the United States, and I almost reluctantly say that now that I've traveled the world. I've been to some of the worst ghettos in the world, like Charpan in Pakistan, Dharavi in India. I mean, these people are poor. The poorest people on the planet that I've met are some of the most generous, but the tribe mentality is that the only people that they have to depend on are the people that know them within their village, so to speak. So you're only as good as your reputation. And similarly, like Eric said, in the top 5% of the population, you're only as good as your reputation, because you're within a village, because it's a very condensed population of people. These middle 90% of people, particularly in this modern society, we're caught up on this short-term memory and this instant gratification, that it's easy to just see whatever the dangling carrot is and be like, I want this thing, I'm going to get this, and if I have to burn this, it doesn't matter, because I have this middle 90% of people where I can just discard you and go right to you, and then discard you and go right to you, because I have access to the 90%. And so they'll always stay in that area, but they're not accountable to people. There's zero accountability left there. But when you're in the bottom of the top, like, you're in a very select group of people that there's accountability there. And so the people that come out of that either operate in one of these two situations or used to learn these lessons, and they carry through life with them.
Yeah, great add-on of the immediate gratification comment. The short-term thinking and immediate gratification, and just like a churn and burn mentality. Mm-hmm. Like, I'll go over here and take a little crumb here and a little crumb there from people, but don't want to contribute, don't want to have any accountability. I've met some people. I don't want to say the guy's name, but he's like a pretty well-known attorney from California. He deals with a lot of celebrity type people. And I don't know, I didn't know him when he was young. And I think my intuition, my little spidey senses tell me, like, this used to be a decent, honorable person at one time. Mm. And he's been around so much scumbaggery and lies and, unreliable individuals that I think he just thinks that's normal now,
yeah.
And I see that with attorneys that, many of them, not all, but many of them is like, even people that are like very honorable, decent people with me, but they're still an attorney. They still tell lies habitually. They habitually tell lies, and then like the honorable one will like correct themselves later. Well, actually, this is the truth. But they're so used to that sort of thinking of like whatever sounds advantageous in the context of their career, of what would help their career day to day. Their brain is trained to think that way. Does this make sense what I'm saying? Yeah. You can't get anything done with those people in the middle, and I'm so dismissive, and I know I am, and I know it's people on the internet misperceive. They get a few second sample or a couple second soundbite of me saying something snotty, and they misperceive my intention, and that's fine. And sometimes we do that, for that specific reason. Sometimes we publish things like that where I say something snotty and controversial, and if you actually watched a YouTube video or something, it'd be very explanatory of, oh, that makes a lot of sense. So sometimes I do that intentionally, and that's fine. But I get, negative, little comments, and must be nice to be born rich and have everything handed to you, you lucky piece of. I was like, yes, I was extraordinarily fortunate, so lucky.
Not all of us can be trust fund babies.
Yeah, everything good that happened is because you too, no hard work. You're just so lucky. You're so lucky to be, lean like that naturally and. Be such an amazing athlete that you were naturally with no effort. He was such a lucky guy. Great DNA.
The truth is, I never even trained. Honestly,
that makes sense. Yeah.
That makes sense. I gotta make up all these stories about all this hard training I did. I'll say this, just a little tidbit for you guys. My entire fight career, the man who managed me, my fight manager, a guy by the name of Monty Cox, who was. Back in the day was like the godfather of MMA. I did my entire fight career with him on a handshake agreement. We did not have one contract during my entire career. And believe me, I had moments where I can remember making, my first professional fight I made $200. But I can remember signing a contract with him, or not signing a contract, but a handshake agreement with him where we were jokingly saying like, man, I said like, man, it'd be awesome if I one day was like writing you a check for $1 million, because that's a percentage of what I'm making. And like when my numbers started to climb and I started writing big checks, I was like, did he really just do like $300,000 worth of work for this? Like, because he literally made one phone call, and it was like I had to keep reminding myself like this guy put the work in on a handshake agreement when he was going out and finding me fights for $2,000 and he was making nothing. Right, and it was that I had to remind myself like no. This is, we operated my entire career from start to finish. I had one manager on a handshake agreement.
You watch this video all the way through, and that tells me you're dedicated to learning more and earning far above average outcomes in your life. Congratulations for that. But now it's time to take action. If you could have earned those results by yourself, you would have done it already. My head coach has opened up a few spots on his high-demand calendar for an in-person, one-on-one strategy session to help you. On this call, we'll give you the pragmatic advice that you can implement tonight to get laser-focused on the right metrics and leave mediocrity far behind in your past. Click that link right now in the description below and apply for your call immediately. Do it now.